Hello, beautiful souls. Tuning into today's energy. We're going to do a couple cards here, really tuning into 6/6 portal energy, tuning into the summer solstice. It's right around the corner, and it's going to be beautiful. Also, we have a full moon happening in Sagittarius in a few days. Really tuning into that energy and asking what needs to be seen and heard. Connecting. Yes. Ooh, there's a darkness shifting through this energy. Coming into a new alignment, coming into a fresh space. I'm using my Celtic Shamanism deck. So there's a space of really tuning into your primal power, really working through frustration into the wise hare. Interesting, the wise hare. We have the Page of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the King of Cups, the Nine of Cups. Okay, there's a huge activation that's happening within your energy, within your chart, within your star systems. I hear star systems. And it's coming through the moon. So by this full moon, we also have the Ace of Cups. This could be a new opportunity. I hear really integration or healing of an abandonment wound. Very beautiful. This Page of Stones is really showing you how to navigate the darkness within self. Interesting. They want that out. Really working through the keys of frustration. Oh, and it's showing me the keys of the chakra system. Interesting. Every chakra holds a key to a different frequency, energy, thought pattern, and how you're operating in this human experience. So there's something about the chakra system, the solar plexus, that is going to be opening up to a new space of creation for you to really tune into who you are and what you want. This is a huge activation. I hear generosity. I hear coming home to self. The King of Cups is also a heron, and the blue heron is always keep going towards what you want. Keep going towards what you're shifting through. This energy to shift through has been difficult. So deep bow. Really tuning into your chart, your path, your pattern. What it is you're truly bringing into your life. You've been very, very dedicated. We have 2 9s here. Really dedicated to, your magic. It's the Queen of Wands. The forest, healing, internal, I hear degradation. Interesting. Degradation. They don't want me to dive into that, but that's a word that somebody needs to know something about. Interesting. We have rebirth here with the 8 of Cups and the protection. Oof. And again, the eight of arrows at the bottom of the deck, really working through struggle into this rebirth. So we have the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. This has been a difficult shift. You're learning how to fill your own cup first. This is huge. Small cups are filling the big cup and the big cup into other cups. You're also learning how to really pick and choose the people in your life of if they're not filling your cup, they don't need a space at your table. Interesting. If they're not filling your cup, do they need a space at your table? You're probably, I hear a server. Interesting. You're in service of some kind, whether it's a waitress or a healer. You're in service. So there's really a dynamical shift that's happening within you that is like, if you're not filling my cup, then I'm not going to fill yours. And not only that, the people in your life need to be helping you fill your cup because you're giving to other people all the time, whether it's children, whether it's the collective, whether it's clients, some sort of entrepreneurship. Interesting. Some sort of being of service. Something happened in the springtime that is bringing you into this alignment. Beautiful. And the tests that are coming forward are just here to continue reassuring this for you. Because we have the protection here with the 4 of Stones. It's the 4 of Pentacles. But it's this space of, if the universe is testing you over and over and over again, right? And you keep choosing your divine alignment, your divine path, what is alive for you in your heart and soul, then things are moving forward really fast right now. They're going to be moving really fast, especially with this summer solstice energy. That's where the rebirth comes from, because you've been continuously choosing you. You've been continuously choosing your highest timeline. You've been continuously choosing your highest timeline, and it brought me to struggle, right? When we are here, when we are masters, when we are choosing our highest timeline, when we are choosing ascension, when we are choosing divine love and Christ consciousness and all the things, we are continuously bringing us up to this space of, are we going to settle, or are we choosing this higher path? If we continue choosing this higher path, eventually it's going to come forward. Yes, but not without struggle, right? Not without struggle, because our consciousness needs to shift to that highest timeline. And what does that mean? Struggle, chaos, flat tires, right? Broken windows. I don't know why it's showing me broken windows. Like losing your job, right? Getting a new job and then getting flat tires, or your car breaks down and you lose the new job, right? This is what it looks like in waking reality, because it's not in alignment with what you're seeking. So your soul and you are like, okay, we're going this way. But all of this other stuff over here has to fall apart before you can be in alignment with this path. So if you're really struggling right now, remember that this is to bring you back into alignment. I don't want to say bring you back into alignment. We're never really out of alignment. That's so cliche to say, but we're in alignment with something, always. If we're continuously choosing the highest path, we must continue to bring ourselves into that alignment. Our oversoul, the dreams, our hopes, our businesses, like this highest path that we're choosing, we have to continue to bring our consciousness into alignment with that, because we're going all over, right? Are you in alignment with past habits? Then you're over here. Are you in alignment with old jobs? Then you're over here. What if it's toxic past relationships? Then you're over here. That's not in alignment with your highest and best good. To be in alignment with your highest and best good is to continuing the road less traveled, continuing to be tested. That's why this links is here. Continuing to be tested by the universe. Are we going to settle, or are we going to continue on this path to the highest amounts of love and abundance? That's what this dedication is to your magic. Congratulations. That's huge. And the moon is here to show you where your emotions are keeping you stuck, where your emotions are keeping you small, or where you're needing to process those deeper emotions so you can move out of the density and into the highest frequency of love, right? That's why this Ace of Cups is here. It's going to bring a new opportunity. It's going to bring a new opportunity. It's going to be very, very beautiful. Also, we have the moon here. Something happened in Taurus season that was huge. And then we have a moon right here. The Fae is going to be really strong for you at this time. So really connecting to the forest, really connecting to nature, really connecting to the forest and nature. If the Fae is strong for you, that's how you're going to heal. That's how you're going to stay grounded for this rebirth. That's how you're going to stay grounded for this rebirth. Are you filling your own cup? It's going to be really, really important to making sure you're not giving into this energy. And that doesn't mean ignoring it, because that's emotional narcissism. If we're ignoring our internal feelings, we are being a narcissist to our own self, right? We cannot just ignore it. We have to go through the emotions. That's why it's giving us fresh emotion vibes. We have to clear that out of our temple, or else our body is dense. And in order to have this activation, we have to remove, shift, heal, transmute the denser energies in our energy. It's quite beautiful. But this is how the strings of the universe work, right? This is how our energy frequency works. Okay, I'm not going to share that right now. I've been going through a huge activation myself, and I'll share when it's time. We also have the Nine of Cups. Again, with the Nine of Cups, we have 2 Nine of Cups here. But this one is really, look at the way you flow, queen, flow. Look at the way you glow, queen, glow. Really tuning into self-love practices. And that sometimes means saying no to the motherfucker that isn't good for your energy. I can't believe I just said it like that. Excuse me. Apparently that needed to be said like that. That also means saying no to somebody that doesn't deserve your energy. Wow, with the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Yes, queen. Self-love isn't just doing face masks and getting your nails done. Sometimes it's being disciplined. Sometimes it's saying no and setting boundaries. Sometimes it's saying yes, right? If you're looking towards a new relationship or a new foundation or a new growth, new business endeavor, it's going to be uncomfortable because it's new. Sometimes you need to say yes to the invitation. Sometimes you need to say yes to the new people. Say yes to the new opportunity, right? That can be self-love, because your insides are like, I'm scared, I don't want to be seen. But really your soul is like, let's express this new energy, right? Let's step into this new space and really say yes to what is going to make you glow, queen. Glow, queen, glow. Ooh, we have death, which is fitting because we have rebirth. Do we want those cards? Yes. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Notice how there's not struggle in here. This Five of Swords is interesting because he is in a different frequency than him right here. He's in this denser frequency. Again, if you're not working through your emotions, you're being a narcissist to yourself, right? When you're working through your emotions, you arise untamed. Untamed? Ooh, really tuning into this freedom spirit energy. It's a different frequency. He's holding the bow, right? Really working through this, the Five of Swords, the mind energy. Really working through the mind struggles. There's also a lot of ravens here. Is it crows or ravens? I hear it doesn't matter. But it's a murder of crows. Again, he's standing in water. Interesting. Look at all this struggle with the Eight of Arrows. Look at all the arrows that are on the ground. Like, he continues to be dedicated. Look at all these arrows here. Arrows are thoughts. Like, you're dedicated. Even though you haven't been able to aim, you're still learning to bring your energy into that frequency. Congratulations. I'm like, that's huge. So it's like you're mastering something. You are mastering something before the summer solstice to bring your shit into alignment. That's huge. That's why this energy is like huge. When we're working through our subconscious patterning, honey, it is a mess. We are a mess because our subconscious is like, this is who I am. And your newer self is like, this is who we are now. And it has to come into alignment. And for the subconscious, it's going to hold on to everything. It's going to hold on to the shadow thoughts. I'm not good enough, unworthy, abandonment. Nobody will ever love me because my parents didn't love me. Like, seriously deep things. But this is also where the emotional freedom comes in. And this is also where you finally come into alignment. You finally come into alignment. And that's why it's the Queen of Wands. She is the most magical queen in the deck because she is in her passion. She is in her magic. She is in her intuition. She is using her spiritual gifts. She's using her spirituality to rebirth herself, right? It's super beautiful. They want the top card. We have the King of Swords. Look, more swords. But again, with the bow and arrow, like you're about to aim for something and it's about to be right on point. That is so sexy. Okay, now it's wanting me to look at these ones. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. This is huge because what you're growing now is going to feed society for the future. Let me say that again. What you're planting now is going to feed societies for the future. Not just one job, not just one person, societies. Your dreams are huge. Continue to feed them. A baby has to continue to be fed, and it whines and it cries and it needs a butt change and it needs to be fed. Sometimes it's really frustrating. But you're building societies. You're building communities. You're building churches. You're building something huge. This is also really opening to the flow of giving and receiving. The universe is about to give you something beautiful, and you're going to be able to feed other people with it. Energetically, financially. 13:13 on the clock when I said that. Beautiful. Whatever path you've chosen within the last couple weeks, because we went through a huge portal with the Saturn and Aries, Neptune and Aries energy, like whatever path you've chosen is putting you on point with something beautiful. Putting you on point with something beautiful. I have huge goosebumps. Congratulations. I'd like one more to close it out. No? Okay. They say that's it. So just remember, this is the rebirth you've been seeking. Really paying attention to who's filling your cup or who is taking your energy, which could be causing you stress, causing you frustration, causing your heart to have strings in it, right? Are those people meant to be at your table? Really tuning into the emotional cleansing. releasing the denser energies so you can come into alignment with what you're aiming for. So you can come into alignment with your magic. Your magic is leading the way. And to truly plant seeds at this time, whether they're in your ground or in the consciousness. Whether they're in the ground or in the consciousness. Beautiful. Transformation isn't easy, but you've mastered the flow. I love you, beautiful soul. I know this was a little shorter, but the message is there. I hope you guys have a beautiful and amazing day. I am open for personal readings. I have some beautiful stuff happening in my Facebook. We have a summit coming up. We also have with beautiful speakers that are in their perfect medicine already. There are shamanic practitioners, healers, breathwork facilitators. The summit will be on the summer solstice. It's very exciting. Also, I have some great offerings on my website, seedsofdivinity.org. Some courses, some offerings, some chakra alignments. I also did a really beautiful meditation yesterday that will also be posted on there soon. Yeah. If you're interested in a reading, feel free to reach out, seedsofdivinity for you at gmail.com. And we will see you guys soon. Much love. Mwah.